But let's get started with our top focus. As promised, it's on Jyoti Malhotra. There are traitors within. Traitors who've been actively aiding Pakistan. And these are people you'd least suspect hanging around in our neighborhoods, working with us, or maybe even an Instagrammer or YouTuber that you follow. Jyoti Malhotra, a young YouTuber, runs a channel called Travel with Jo. She has over 3.2 lakh subscribers on YouTube, over 13 lakh followers on Instagram. Jyoti Malhotra is 33 years old. She's been actively aiding Pakistan, providing them reportedly crucial intel by visiting strategic locations and then endlessly praising Pakistan in videos and reels. And we'll give you a glimpse of that in just a bit as well here on Super 6. Her social media channels have been blocked now, but beyond that, she now faces a very serious espionage charge. She's been arrested. Now, Jyoti Malhotra visited Pakistan several times, which isn't a crime in itself, but her intent of visiting Pakistan, the timing of it, is what's now led to her arrest. Jyoti's been booked under the Official Secrets Act. Cops have confirmed that Pakistani intelligence operatives were developing this Haryana YouTuber into an asset. Why? How? We'll be talking about all of that. And unfortunately, Jyoti Malhotra isn't alone. There are several others also who are reportedly being reached out to by Pakistan. Some of them arrested. The investigation continues. So how did Jyoti Malhotra actually get into something like this? Who reached out to her? A couple of names have emerged here, and I'll run you through those. Now, central to this is a man named Danish. If you watched the video that we showed you previously, she's also seen meeting him at the Pakistan High Commission. Remember, this man, Danish, whose actual name is Ehsan-ur-Rahim, he's actually been expelled from India for espionage. Expelled just a few days ago. And at that point, there were no details of exactly why. But now, with him being expelled, we know what he was doing. He was running this entire espionage racket. So it was essentially between him and this other man called Harkirat Singh, who organized pilgrimage groups and essentially helped Jyoti get a Pakistan visa, not once, but 3 times over. So Harkirat Singh also involved in this. So essentially used by Saki as an excuse to ensure that she'd get the visa repeatedly. But it's through Harkirat that Jyoti and Danish met. Reportedly, they had a relationship as well. Now, Jyoti, of course, is the YouTuber that we're talking about. The allegation against her is that she also gave sensitive information to Pakistan, visited Pakistan 3 times. The timing of it is something we'll talk about as well. Now, besides this, there's one more person who's yet to be identified. This is someone who works in the Pakistan High Commission. He's a staffer. No details yet on exactly who he is, but that's his picture right there. His picture has emerged from 2 instances. One, that he was seen with Jyoti at that iftar event in the Pakistan High Commission. Again, if you notice closely in the video we played earlier, he's seen in that video asking for a picture with Jyoti. He's the same man who, after the Pahalgam terror attack, actually went viral because he was seen taking a cake into the Pakistan High Commission. Was he involved in this entire espionage racket? We don't know. But his face has turned up twice so far. His images have gone viral since. Is it mere coincidence that he was involved in 2 incidents really at the Pakistan High Commission? Can't really say at this point because the authorities are looking into it. But it isn't just Jyoti. There are several others also who've been involved, all again linked to one man, to Danish. And there are 5 accused that we're listing out for you. Right on top is, of course, Jyoti Malhotra, who's already been arrested because she aided Danish in financial transactions, reportedly also made micro-payments for covert ops. Then you have the likes of Guzala, you have Arman and several others. So let's talk about Arman. He was cultivated by Danish to provide logistical support and trained to gather information. All of them are linked to Danish. Accused number 4, Devendra Singh Dhillon. Now he shared Patiala cantonment videos with Pakistan. Why is that worrying? Because this all leads to questions about whether these were possible targets as well. Priyanka Senapati is another YouTuber, a friend of Jyoti's, who also visited Pakistan, who's been interrogated on whether she's also involved in this entire spy racket. But why exactly would Pakistan target a YouTuber? What information could they possibly get? Because obviously she's not privy to any military or sensitive information. But here's how Jyoti allegedly aided Pakistan, and this is based on what sources and agencies have told us who've been actively involved in her questioning. She recce'd and shot videos at vital sites for Pakistan, including in Kashmir, had visited Pahalgam, and we'll tell you about that. Besides that, she's been accused of spying, of aiding ISI operations. Why do we say this? Well, because it's been confirmed that she was also in touch with the Pakistan intelligence network as well. So it wasn't just, surface contacts, but reportedly used encrypted chats to talk to people in Pakistan. She's been accused of sharing intel under the guise of travel vlogging, would visit every part of the country and then would visit Pakistan. Not a coincidence, this is what agencies tell us. Besides that, she also posted content praising Pakistan repeatedly on social platforms, even after the Pahalgam terror attack. So there was a clear motive behind that. The motive was that she was getting paid by Pakistan. So allegedly involved in Pakistan's narrative warfare strategy. Pakistan has reportedly been reaching out to a lot of these influencers, offering them free trips to Pakistan and much, much more. Essentially, so they put out a good word or two for the country and then create an atmosphere in India where it's essentially more sympathizers for Pakistan. But a lot that's come in really on the interrogation of Jyoti Malhotra and several others. What exactly has been her role? Is there any role in the Pahalgam terror attack? What places did she visit just before that? What were the other locations she reckoned? Let's get you all of those details in our next report.
Big revelation on Pakistan spy ring involving a popular influencer. Jyoti Malhotra's link with Pakistan is tumbling out. Jyoti made 3 yearly trips to Pakistan since 2023, apart from visiting Kashmir frequently. Cops suspect she may have shot specific Kashmir locations at behest of Pakistan.
This is the house that she used to live in. The fridge magnets on the room and the fridge is visible of her interest to travel. Jyoti is not the one person who is arrested. At least 6 of them have been picked up in Haryana across different districts that include Nuh, Kaithal, Panipat, etc. and also Punjab's Malerkotla. This is an ongoing investigation suggesting that a group of influencers were in close touch with one person from the Pakistan embassy in Delhi.
One Haryana Sikh Gurudwara management body, employee Harkirat Singh, is emerging as key link who introduced Jyoti to her Pakistani handlers. Harkirat, who was arrested, has revealed that Jyoti was trapped by Pakistan embassy staffer Danish while seeking Pakistani visa in 2023. Jyoti had subsequently developed intimate relationship with a Pakistani handler and had even gone on a week-long trip to Bali. Jyoti's curious links to a Pakistan embassy staffer who carried a cake soon after the Pahalgam attack is also out. The same Pakistani embassy employee was with Jyoti when she attended an iftar party at the embassy. Tasked with spreading positive narrative on Pakistan, Jyoti gave a clean chit to Pakistan after the Pahalgam attack. Jyoti's Pakistani trips are now under scanner, as agencies suspect that Pakistan was grooming her as a spying asset. Jyoti also kept her family in the dark about her trips to Pakistan.
मैं तो क्या क्या करती मैं तो दिल्ली जा रही हूँ पापा 2 दिन में मैं आ जाऊंगी या 4 दिन में आ जाऊंगी.
लेकिन आप लोगों को कभी पता था कि वो पाकिस्तान घूम के आई है या फिर पाकिस्तानी दोस्त भी है? हम ये नहीं कह रहे कि ये गलत है, लेकिन हम बस आपसे पूछ रहे हैं कि क्या ऐसी कोई भी चीजें आपको पहले से पता थी?
मेरे को तो नहीं पता था जी.
The espionage ring revelations exposing a fresh Pakistani ploy to enlist influencers to snoop inside India.
Assalamu alaikum.
Vishya Chatterjee, Bureau Report, India Today.
And more details that are emerging from agencies on Jyoti Malhotra, the YouTuber, and her role really in this Pakistan espionage racket. Now, using encrypted communication channels on WhatsApp, Telegram and Snapchat, Jyoti remained in active contact with Pakistani operatives. And here's what she was told to do. Here's her assignment that she was given by Pakistan to project a positive image of Pakistan, to share sensitive information related to Indian geography. She'd travel do vlogs, share that footage, maintaining communication with the Pakistani High Commission handlers during their stays in India. Also, she travelled with a Pakistani operative to some of the locations, which suggest that there was some sort of personal link also between her and one of these operatives, details of which our agencies haven't put out just yet. But I want to bring in Shreya Chatterjee for more details on this. Shreya, more details really tumbling out on the motive behind bringing someone like Jyoti Malhotra into an espionage ring. Many would question, saying, look, what kind of information could she possibly give Pakistan? She has no military sensitive information, no strategic information. So what is it that she really brought to the table that Pakistan actually wanted her to be their spy?
Well, that's exactly one of the questions I had in mind when I entered Hisar today. But after talking with the police, the intel agencies who are actually investigating the matter, we really need to understand that we are in a modern era of cyber warfare, something that we've seen when the Operation Sindoor was going on as well. Now, one person, remember, is being planted in your own soil to push a positive agenda of an enemy country in order to somewhere down the line give a narrative which doesn't settle in. So this is something which is a new form of warfare that needs to be investigated. And the IB report that we accessed, Akshita, that clearly suggests that this was not just Pakistan. She went to China, she went to Nepal, she went to Dubai. It's really, interesting choice of places as a travel vlogger that she's actually gone to. Something that will also be investigated. We're not really insinuating, but the timeline is exactly something that the police is right now looking into. In November, she goes last year to Kashmir, and then subsequently she visits Pakistan again in the month of March this year. Remember what the intel report suggested before the Pahalgam attack, that there could be a possible thing revolving tourist areas. Whether this woman was given any particular directive of going to particular tourist areas by her handlers or not, all these things are being investigated, a long haul process, because it actually involves a lot of digital data that needs to be looked at, and then that has to be corroborated. But we need to understand this is a modern warfare that is being used. A person who was announced as a person of non-grata to be moved from the country. Why did Jyoti have to stay in contact with that person even after that directive? Big question that she will continue to face from the local police of Haryana, NIA, military intelligence, and also other intelligence central agencies in our country.
Sources are telling us that Jyoti hasn't been cooperating with the investigation. Shreya, just stay with me. Shreya raised a very important pattern here about whether Jyoti's travels is something that Pakistan was constantly tracking, whether it helped them, whether these were recce visits that she conducted across different parts of the country for Pakistan. Important to highlight here that Jyoti visited Pahalgam in January. Right after that, months later, the terror attack took place. At this point, officials have ruled out her direct link to Pahalgam. But it's something we must highlight here, because besides that, she also visited Gulmarg. This was in December last year, Uri as well. All of this took place in December and January, when she, of course, toured through Kashmir, put out one video after another, allegedly also shared sensitive information with Pakistan. There's another visit that officials are looking into, when in September 2024, she visited the Jagannath temple in Puri. And so there's a big focus on whether there was an attempt to target this particular temple too, because officials believe, and sources tell us, that Jyoti visited this temple to hand over information of what this area looked like. And because she's a vlogger, she will of course be able to walk in just like anyone else. And that proves to be important really for Pakistan to go ahead and plot these attacks as they do. But it wasn't just, of course, to different parts of the country. Jyoti repeatedly visited Pakistan, 3 times in fact. Her first visit was in April 2023 when she got her visa for Baisakhi. We had broken down for you a few moments ago how exactly she was getting her visas, using a man called Harkirat Singh, who was part of a Gurudwara committee, who would arrange these visas because he'd arranged religious group visits. So in that sense, he managed to get her a visa in April 2023 to visit Pakistan during Baisakhi. Same time next year, April 2024, she again visited Pakistan, and this time around stayed there for over a month on a visa. The third visit was just a few months ago, 1 month before Pahalgam, March 2025, right after her Kashmir trip. You had Jyoti Malhotra once again visiting Pakistan. and we showed you a glimpse of the kind of videos that she was putting out, heaping praise essentially on Pakistan repeatedly, which, as Shreya also told you, is how essentially Pakistan is trying to push forward this narrative warfare. I also have Kamaljeet Sandhu with us, joining us with more details on this. Kamaljeet, any details really that have emerged on how authorities actually managed to bust this kind of an espionage ring, and if they suspect that there are more who are involved?
Well, almost a dozen have been arrested both in Punjab and Haryana, and in specific Jyoti Malhotra being one of them who have been arrested by Haryana police. But what we've been told is that these are small modules which are de-linked to each other. But definitely it's the Pakistan High Commission at this point of time which seems to be under scanner, because remember Ehsan ur Rahman alias Danish, he is the one who'd actually been needling and pinpointing and getting all those people to work and coerce them to work for Pakistan-based ISI agency. Remember, as far as Ghazala is concerned, a 32-year-old widow from Malerkotla who was convinced that he would marry her, and this is where he lured her in to make payments. Jyoti Malhotra, a travel blogger of sorts, and then she was not only given that free trip to Pakistan, but multiple trips, given access to some of the key persons, also been told that her trip to Bali also actually had one of the Pakistani conduits who is part of it. So all this is being done, one, to create an image, and second, to also, after Pahalgam terror attack, put a message across that Pakistan's role was not there. So in a sense, trying to create a sort of certain message to the viewers in a certain sense and play psychologically. So this is where also what we know is there are WhatsApp details as far as chats are concerned, Telegram chats are concerned. All this is under scanner because some of them are deleted. For instance, Harkirat, who is also part of the Haryana SGPC, who's being questioned as to how he introduced Jyoti to the Pakistan High Commission, who have actually sworn innocence and said that, you know, he has been taking a lot of Sikh jatas to Pakistan, and she was just one of them, and after that she made her own contacts. So all this is now part of that. But remember, any sort of help being given to Pakistan, whether it's about mobile numbers, whether it's providing SIMs, whether it is providing any sort of photograph, GPS locations, all this is part of Pakistan High Commission members. And remember, this is part of international violation. You cannot be seeking, especially all these persons, to give you that kind of a help and develop sources. So Pakistan High Commission is definitely under scanner, and that is why Danish has been given a persona non grata and sent back packing to Pakistan. But meanwhile, what he has left behind is a web of espionage,
allegedly with all of these people. Kamalji, thanks very much for those details. A quick update from Shreya also on Jyoti Malhotra. Shreya, you know, we spoke about the motive of why someone would betray their country in this manner. The other question that comes up then, Shreya, is what was she getting in return? Was it just these free trips, or was there more? Were they doled some sort of perks that Pakistan was providing her?
Well, there was no, there's no denial that this was a perk. Perks is what she was actually looking at, because clearly she did not come from a very well-to-do background. She comes from a disturbed family. Her parents are divorced. She's raised by a single parent. So lots going on that front. She lost her job during the COVID time, and then subsequently, this is the intervening time. Then in 2023, she decided to open a travel vlog, and things transpired haywire. So definitely, she saw a lot of perks that was given to her, be it trips to Bali, be it international trips, or for the fact that she was getting easy access to even a Pakistan visa. For that matter, there needs to be looked at whether these visas to China, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh also had any kind of altercations or not. That's something that the agencies will look into. But clearly, this was perks per travel basis that she was enjoying, but we cannot really say that she was absolutely innocent. The reason I'm saying that, Akshita, even after understanding the gravity of the problem, when she's now being questioned, I've particularly asked those who are interrogating her, they say she shows no sign of remorse, and what she still holds to the ground is that what she did is an exercise of freedom of speech. That was exactly her word, and that by now is clearly shocking, despite knowing the gravity, if someone doesn't understand what she's ended up doing.
You know, freedom of speech, sure. If you are visiting Pakistan with a visa, a valid visa, absolutely have the right to do that. If you have friends in Pakistan, absolutely have the right to do that. If you truly believe Pakistan is a great country, you still have the right to do that. But to do it with an ulterior motive, to do it to cater to Pakistan, and therefore essentially you're going ahead and putting India in peril. Doing it with that intention, 100% not okay, which is why she's been arrested right now. Thanks very much, Shreya, for joining us with all of those details. But it's not just Jyoti Malhotra. There have been multiple such Pakistan spy rings that are being busted across the country. After the arrest of Jyoti Malhotra, you've got agencies cracking down on this massive espionage racket. A suspected Pakistani spy has also confessed that he was working for Pakistan. The confession video that we've accessed here on India Today shows the Pakistan spy saying that he was told by Pakistani embassy officials to conduct a recce of Air Force bases in Haryana. The Pakistan embassy trapped the Haryana resident, he says, because he said that he would be paid. And so he went also for a Pakistan visa, and that's when they had told him, you conduct these recces, we'll pay you handsomely. Then you had an Uttar Pradesh resident, Shehzad, who was involved in cross-border smuggling, who's also been caught for espionage now.
तीसरी बार वीज़ा ले लिया, मैं वहाँ से आ गया, वीज़ा ले गए, फिर मैं पाकिस्तान चला गया। पाकिस्तान जाने के बाद तीसरी बार फिर मैं वहाँ से जब आया ना, आने के बाद फिर उसके जब मेरे पास बाद में कॉल आई, फिर उसने कहा कि अब तो है जो सिम से काम नहीं चलेगा, अब तो वीज़ा नहीं लगेगा तेरा। जब मैं वीज़ा ले गया तो अब तो कुछ हमारे लिए कुछ करना पड़ेगा और उसके लिए हम तुझे लाखों रुपये देंगे, जहाँ भेजेंगे वहाँ जा सकता है। अब मैंने वहाँ तो उनके सामने हाँ भर ली, फिर ठीक है जैसे कहा कि मैं वहाँ चला जाऊँगा। उसने कहा कि सिरसा जाना है और एयरफोर्स है जो उसके बारे में उसकी फ़ोटो वीडियो कुछ हमें देनी पड़ेगी।